I've always lived by the quiet cadence of routine. Every day was mapped out meticulously, work from 9 to 5, evenings spent with a book or scrolling through my phone, weekends filled with the familiar errands of daily life. I took solace in the predictability of it all. My digital calendar was my trusted companion, and every detail was planned down to the minute. Yet life, as I would soon discover, has a way of surprising you when you least expect it. It was a drizzly Wednesday afternoon when I first noticed it, a stray text alert that had nothing to do with my usual routines. My phone buzzed softly on my desk, and I glanced down. The message was brief, almost cryptic. Your exclusive purchase is confirmed, designer shoes delivered. Code, Luxe. At first, I assumed it must be a mistake, a spam message or a wrong number. After all, I rarely shopped impulsively for expensive shoes. I'd never even set up an account with the online boutique that sent it. Yet, something in the sleek design of the text and the sophisticated code Luxe piqued my curiosity. I tapped the message open and discovered that it was a digital receipt for a pair of limited edition designer heels I didn't remember ordering. My heart raced. I scrolled through the receipt. The details were immaculate. The style name, Elysian Stiletto, the price in elegant figures, the confirmation timestamp at 12:07 a.m., and a message, for those who dare to walk in elegance. I frowned, confused. I hadn't placed any such order. I checked my purchase history, my bank statements, and even my email archives. Nothing matched. Yet the alert was real, and its tone was unmistakably personal. For the rest of the day, I found myself distracted by the enigma of that message. At work, every buzz of my phone sent my mind racing. Could it be that I'd accidentally subscribed to some sort of luxury service? Or was someone, perhaps a secret admirer, sending me these alluring notifications? The thought made my pulse quicken with a mix of excitement and trepidation. My rational mind insisted it was a mistake, but a quiet, persistent voice inside me whispered that this was the beginning of something far more extraordinary. That evening, as dusk settled over the city and the drizzle turned to a gentle rain, I sat in my apartment in a state of restless anticipation. I reread the alert over and over, feeling that the elegant words and mysterious code Luxe were a key unlocking a door I hadn't known existed. My routine life, once so secure and predictable, now felt like a thin veneer over hidden depths. I decided then that I would follow the clues, even if it meant stepping into a world of opulence and secrecy that I had always observed from afar but never dared to enter. I sent a reply to the message, a simple confirm followed by my name. Almost immediately, a new alert appeared on my phone: your booking is confirmed. Enjoy an exclusive stay at the Seraphine Resort. Details to follow. My heart pounded with anticipation. I didn't know who was behind these messages, but I knew one thing: my life was about to change in ways I could scarcely imagine. The following day was a blur of nervous energy and introspection. I couldn't focus on work. My mind kept returning to the mysterious alerts and the confirmation for an exclusive hotel stay. I found myself daydreaming about luxurious escapes, secret dinners, and a hidden world of elegance and allure that lay just beyond the edge of my everyday life. After work, I made a decision that felt both reckless and inevitable: I would take this mysterious booking. I rearranged my schedule, informed a close friend that I'd be out for the weekend, without divulging too many details, and set off toward the Seraphine Resort. I recalled the message that had confirmed my booking. It promised an exclusive stay, and hinted at further intimate details to come. I was both terrified and exhilarated at the prospect of a secret getaway. The journey to the Seraphine was cinematic. I hailed a rideshare under the gentle drizzle of an autumn evening. As the car navigated the rain-slicked streets, I gazed out at the city lights, feeling that each shimmering reflection was a mirror to a hidden facet of my soul. I recalled the digital receipt for the designer shoes and wondered if that was merely the first breadcrumb in a trail leading to a life of elegant secrecy. When the car pulled up in front of the Seraphine, I was awed by its presence. The resort was a modern palace, a sleek building of glass and steel nestled in a quiet, upscale neighborhood. Its facade glowed under the soft illumination of ornate street lamps, and I could sense that beyond those polished walls lay a world of refined luxury and clandestine possibility. With a deep breath, I stepped out of the car and approached the entrance. Inside, the lobby was breathtaking, a harmonious blend of modern design and timeless elegance. Marble floors, crystal chandeliers, and subtle artworks adorned the space. A discreet attendant greeted me with a knowing smile, checking my details with quiet efficiency. "Good evening, Miss Taylor," he said, addressing me by a name I rarely used but which now seemed to encapsulate a secret, more daring self. "Your reservation at the Seraphine is confirmed. Please, follow me. I was led to a private check-in area where my booking details were reconfirmed on a beautifully designed itinerary. The document, embossed with elegant script, detailed my stay, a private suite on the top floor, a series of exclusive amenities, and a tantalizing hint of a private, intimate meeting later that night. The final line read, "Where the night unveils its most cherished secrets. Code, Lux." I clutched the itinerary as if it were a sacred text, a guide to a hidden world I was finally allowed to explore. After a brief moment of solitude in my luxurious suite, complete with floor-to-ceiling windows that offered a panoramic view of the city's glittering skyline, I felt a stirring of anticipation that overcame every rational thought. It was nearly 11 p.m. when I readied myself for the next phase of the evening, a secret dinner at one of the resort's most exclusive dining rooms. My heart pounded as I donned an elegant gown I had chosen earlier, a deep, royal blue dress that seemed to shimmer with every step I took. At exactly 11:45 p.m., I left my suite and made my way through the opulent corridors of the Seraphine. I followed discreet signage leading me to La Belle Époque, the resort's private dining room known for its refined atmosphere and intimate charm. The restaurant's entrance was modest, yet as I stepped inside, I was enveloped by a warm glow and the subtle sound of live classical music, a setting that was both lavish and profoundly inviting. The room was set for a private dinner, with a table for one waiting near a large window that framed a dazzling view of the city below. The table was arranged with the utmost care, crisp white linens, delicate porcelain, and a single candle flickering softly in the center. I sat down and took a moment to absorb the beauty of the scene. Every detail spoke of exclusivity and quiet sophistication. Before the first course was served, my phone buzzed with another alert: "Your private date is confirmed. Await further instructions. Code, Lux." My heart leaped. I wondered if this was the moment I had subconsciously anticipated, the secret, intimate meeting with an unidentified stranger that had been hinted at in the earlier messages. I sipped the first course, a light, aromatic amuse-bouche, and listened as the live musician played a delicate, haunting melody that seemed to set the tone for the unfolding mystery. Minutes later, the door to the dining room opened, and I saw him, a man who exuded both confidence and quiet allure. He was dressed impeccably in a dark, tailored suit, and his eyes, a striking shade of green, met mine with an intensity that made me momentarily forget the world around us. "Bonsoir," he greeted softly, his voice measured yet warm. "I'm Damien." There was something undeniably magnetic about him, a presence that suggested he, too, had been drawn into this secret world by forces beyond our control. Our conversation began with gentle pleasantries, but as the dinner progressed, it deepened into a heartfelt exchange of dreams, fears, and the desire for connection. Damien revealed that he had also received a series of encrypted messages, digital receipts and discreet alerts, that had led him to this very moment. He spoke of a life once confined by the routine of his everyday existence, a life that had been transformed by the allure of clandestine getaways and the promise of intimate encounters. I found myself opening up to him in a way I had never dared before, sharing the quiet longing that had driven me to seek out secret escapes in the dead of night. The dinner was an exquisite sensory journey, a harmonious blend of gourmet delicacies that danced on my tongue and a carefully curated ambience that enveloped us in its tender embrace. Each course was a revelation, each flavor a testament to the artistry of culinary expression. As we savored the meal, our conversation flowed effortlessly, weaving together our separate stories into a shared narrative of longing, liberation, and the beauty of living authentically. By the time the final dessert, a sumptuous creation of velvety chocolate mousse with hints of raspberry and a whisper of mint, was served, I felt as if a long-dormant part of me had been awakened. Every discreet notification, every digital receipt for fine dining, had been a breadcrumb on a path leading to this transformative moment. I realized that my secret getaways were not merely escapes from the mundane, they were acts of reclaiming my identity, of daring to live the life I had always secretly desired. Before the night drew to a close, another alert flashed on my phone. After dinner gathering, private lounge at the Seraphine. Departure, 12:30 a.m. Confirm with OUI. I exchanged a look with Damien. In his eyes, I saw a reflection of my own anticipation. Without hesitation, I replied OUI, and we both left the dining room, stepping into the promise of the next chapter of this clandestine journey. The private lounge was a hidden haven within the Seraphine, a space where only the chosen few could retreat after a lavish evening of indulgence. The entrance was discreet, marked only by a subtle emblem and soft, ambient lighting that hinted at intimacy. As Damien and I entered, the atmosphere shifted. The lively buzz of the dining area gave way to a more hushed, contemplative mood. Plush sofas, low coffee tables, and gentle instrumental music set the stage for quiet conversation and reflective moments. We found a secluded spot near a large window that offered a panoramic view of the city's sleeping skyline. There, I felt as if time slowed down, allowing every breath and every heartbeat to echo with the significance of our secret rendezvous. I looked at Damien, and in the soft glow of the room, I saw not just a handsome stranger but a kindred spirit. Someone who, like me, had felt the call to break free from the chains of routine and embrace the allure of the unknown. For a long while, we spoke softly, sharing memories of past escapes and the subtle moments that had led us to this point. Damien confessed that he had grown tired of a life defined by predictability and that these clandestine meetings were his way of reclaiming a sense of passion and spontaneity. I shared my own story, the countless nights of secret hotel stays, the taste of exquisite dinners that had left me both sated and yearning for more, and the inexplicable thrill that had first stirred within me when I received that misdirected text. Our words intertwined with the ambient music, creating a gentle symphony of vulnerability and hope. At one point, as the conversation deepened, I noticed a discreet notification on my phone. Elegant dinner date, private room at l'Étoile. Confirm now. The message was simple yet carried the weight of promise. I looked at Damien, whose eyes held a quiet challenge, and we both knew that our night was far from over. With a shared nod, I confirmed the invitation, feeling as if we were both stepping into another secret chapter, one that would lead us to an elegant dinner date in a private, undisclosed setting. L'Étoile was the hidden gem of the Seraphine, a private dining room reserved for the most exclusive guests. As Damien and I arrived, we were ushered into an intimate space adorned with soft candlelight, refined table settings, and a view that framed the city like a living painting. The room exuded elegance and sophistication, its every detail carefully curated to evoke a sense of timeless beauty. I was led to a table set for two, and as I took my seat, I couldn't help but feel that this was more than just a dinner. It was a carefully orchestrated experience meant to stir emotions and ignite passions. The menu was a work of art, each course described in poetic language that promised not only culinary delight but a journey of the senses. The first course, a delicate amuse-bouche of truffle-infused arancini, arrived with a flourish, and I marveled at the interplay of flavors that danced on my palate. Throughout the dinner, Damien and I exchanged subtle glances and soft smiles, our conversation growing bolder as the night deepened. He spoke of his fascination with the hidden beauty of life, the thrill of discovering secrets in unexpected places, and I found myself opening up about the quiet rebellion that had driven me to seek out these secret escapes. Each dish, each sip of wine, seemed to punctuate our conversation, emphasizing the exquisite balance between indulgence and introspection. At one point, as the main course, a sumptuous fillet of beef accompanied by a medley of seasonal vegetables and a rich, velvety sauce, was served. Damien reached across the table and gently touched my hand. The contact was brief but electric, sending a shiver through my entire being. In that moment, every carefully orchestrated alert and each secret dinner that had led me here coalesced into a single, breathtaking truth. I was not alone in my longing for a life beyond the ordinary. As the final course, a delicate dessert of lavender-infused panna cotta drizzled with honey, was presented, I felt that the night had reached its zenith. A discreet notification then appeared on my phone. After-dinner soiree, private lounge transition. Confirm with Oyuet. With a nod to Damien and a silent promise in my eyes, I confirmed, knowing that our journey was far from over. Leaving l'Étoile, Damien and I made our way to the resort's private aftersoon, a secluded space designed for guests seeking to extend the magic of the evening. The space was intimate, with soft lighting, plush seating, and a live acoustic musician whose gentle guitar strains provided a soothing backdrop. Here, the atmosphere was relaxed and unhurried, a stark contrast to the refined intensity of our dinner. We found a quiet corner where we could continue our conversation in the gentle afterglow of the night. The air was imbued with a faint aroma of sandalwood and citrus, a sensory reminder of all the secret rendezvous that had led us here. I found myself drawn to Damien's calm presence as he spoke of his own hidden adventures and the moments of vulnerability that had forever altered his life. In turn, I shared details of my own midnight escapes, the quiet luxury of secret hotel stays, the thrill of lavish dinners that nourished my soul, and the inner transformation that had begun with a single, misdirected text alert. The conversation was intimate, punctuated by moments of reflective silence and the occasional soft chuckle as we recounted absurd, yet poignant, memories. Every word exchanged was a step toward unburdening the parts of ourselves we had long kept hidden. I felt a profound connection to Damien, a sense that our lives, though seemingly ordinary during the day, were rich with secret, unspoken magic after dark. A few hours later, as the musician's final notes faded into the quiet hum of the night, a discreet notification flashed on my phone. Final transition, rooftop garden rendezvous. Departure, 1:15 a.m. I looked at Damien, and in his eyes, I saw the same mixture of anticipation and serene resolve. We left the afternoon together, stepping into the cool, crisp night once more, our path lit only by the scattered glow of streetlights and the promise of a hidden sanctuary. The rooftop garden was a hidden oasis perched atop the Seraphine, a secluded, enchanting space where the city below seemed to vanish into a tapestry of twinkling lights and endless possibility. As Damien and I ascended a narrow, winding staircase to the rooftop, my heart raced with a cocktail of excitement and quiet introspection. The air was cool and fragrant, carrying hints of blooming night flowers and distant rain. At the top, the garden unfolded before me like a secret dream, manicured pathways lined with lush greenery, elegant seating areas nestled among clusters of delicate orchids, and a panoramic view of the sleeping city that stretched out to the horizon. We found a secluded bench beneath a pergola draped with softly glowing fairy lights, and for a long while, we sat together in silence. The only sounds were the gentle rustle of leaves and the distant hum of the city, as if the world had paused to allow us this intimate moment. In that quiet solitude, I felt the transformative power of the night. Every discreet notification, every secret dinner, had led me to this moment, an affirmation that the hidden parts of my soul were finally being awakened. Damien's hand brushed against mine, a tender gesture that conveyed both warmth and reassurance. "I never thought I'd find someone who understands," he murmured, his voice soft and laden with emotion. "But tonight, under this endless sky, I feel like I'm not alone anymore." His words, simple yet profound, resonated with the unspoken desires that had long simmered within me. I looked into his eyes and saw a reflection of my own yearning for a life unbound by routine, a life filled with passion, mystery, and the courage to embrace the unknown. For what felt like hours, we sat together, sharing our dreams and fears, our regrets and hopes. I recounted the strange series of events, the misdirected text, the digital receipts, the secret confirmations, that had led me to these midnight escapes. Damien listened intently, his eyes never leaving mine, as if each word was a precious confession. In that moment, the rooftop garden became more than just a physical space, it became a symbol of our rebirth, a testament to the transformative power of living authentically. As the first light of dawn began to gently kiss the horizon, we knew that the night was coming to an end. With reluctant smiles and promises of future meetings, we parted ways on the rooftop. I descended the staircase with a heart that felt both heavy and uplifted, a heart now filled with the quiet certainty that I had discovered a hidden part of myself through these secret rendezvous. Returning to my room at the Seraphine in the early hours, I felt the echoes of the night pulsing within me. The misdirected text and the digital receipts that had once seemed like random anomalies were now the foundation of a hidden life, a life where each secret escape and intimate encounter had transformed me from the inside out. I sat by the window, watching as the city slowly awoke beneath the soft glow of dawn, and I began to write in my journal. Every detail of the night was etched onto the pages, the soft cadence of whispered conversation, the taste of gourmet delicacies, the delicate touch of Damien's hand, and the quiet majesty of the rooftop garden. In the coming days, I carried the memories of that transformative night like a secret treasure. I returned to my everyday life, but with a renewed sense of purpose and a deeper understanding of who I was. The elegance of those secret dinners, the thrill of clandestine hotel stays, and the intimate connections forged under the cover of darkness had awakened a part of me that had long been dormant, a part that now longed to live fully, to take risks, and to embrace the unexpected. I began to make small changes in my routine, a spontaneous coffee date with a friend, an evening walk through the city with a newfound appreciation for its hidden corners, and a gentle curiosity about the messages that still arrived in my inbox. Each discreet notification was a reminder that life was not meant to be confined by the mundane, but to be celebrated in all its rich, unpredictable beauty. Over the following weeks, I even reconnected with Damien. Our secret meetings grew into a slow, unfolding romance, a connection built on shared vulnerability and the understanding that we both had been searching for a way to reclaim our true selves. We planned more escapes, attended elegant dinners at hidden venues, and even began to dream of a future where our lives could be intertwined in ways that defied the rigid boundaries of the everyday world. Our conversations, filled with both laughter and quiet introspection, became the highlight of my new existence, a gentle, unspoken promise that the extraordinary was always just a message away. Now, as I sit in the quiet moments of early morning light, I look back on the path that began with a misdirected text, an encrypted message that revealed secret hotel stays and elegant dinner plans with a mysterious stranger, and I am filled with a profound sense of gratitude and wonder. What once seemed like an isolated anomaly in my carefully structured life turned out to be the key to unlocking a hidden world of passion, luxury, and authentic connection. Every digital receipt, every discreet confirmation, and every secret rendezvous has contributed to a journey of transformation that has reshaped my very being. I have learned that the most profound adventures often begin in the quiet, unassuming spaces of our digital lives. A stray message, a misdirected alert, a forgotten code can all serve as gateways to hidden realms where the heart is free to dream. Today, I live with an open heart and a spirit that refuses to be bound by routine. I continue to explore the hidden corners of the world, both in my daily life and in the secret escapes that now punctuate my existence. Each new message is a reminder that life's most extraordinary moments come when we dare to step beyond the familiar, to embrace the uncertainty, and to allow ourselves to be transformed by the beauty of the unknown. This is my legacy, a life reimagined through the lens of hidden journeys, a story of elegant escapes, intimate connections, and the enduring truth that even the smallest misdirected text can change everything. I carry with me the memories of those secret dates and lavish after-dark outings as a testament to the power of vulnerability, the thrill of discovery, and the courage to live authentically.